let's go ahead and start. Actually, let's start at the front of our chairs. We're going to take our hands and we're going to have them on our thighs, and our fingers are facing in towards one another because we're going to do seated cat and cow here. And we're going to go ahead and round our spine. So take our chin to our chest and round this. And then we're going to press our hands against our thighs and then open and arch that back. And then go ahead and round this. And then open that chest. And go ahead and round that again. And open that chest. So arching and rounding. Go ahead and round that into that cat. And arch that into that cow. And again, round that. And one more time, arch that. Good. And then go ahead and now you can bring it back to center. Sit it up nice and tall. Still either on the center or the front edge of your chair, just so that your feet can be flat on the floor. Back here. There we go. So your feet can be flat on the floor, but so that you don't, if you're working on your core and if you're working on your strength right now, so that you don't have the back of the chair for support yet. If you need that support, if you've got back issues, or if you're working with autoimmune stuff, or if you've got inflammatory stuff, then you can feel free to take a break whenever you need to, or you could be resting against the back of the chair. So listening to your body, remembering that this is your practice. Sitting it up nice and tall, lengthening up through the spine. So think about vertebrae stacking on top, one on top of the other, tailbone pointed down, crown of the head lifting towards the ceiling. And let's begin to drop that chin down towards the chest. Dropping that down. And then taking our eyes to the sky. And dropping that chin down to chest. And then eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And then head back to neutral. Let's look over to the right. So thinking about our chin going towards our shoulder, not our shoulder to our chin. Over, and maybe taking your eyes and looking a little further, your eyeballs. And then bring that back to center. And then looking over to the other side. Think about that chin. Over towards that shoulder, but not the shoulder to the chin. And bring that back to center. Drop that right ear towards the right shoulder. As you do that, maybe let that left arm dangle off the side, and you might feel a nice release or a good stretch in the left side of the neck. Head back to neutral, drop so left ear to left shoulder, and maybe release that right arm. Good, bring that head back to center. Drop that chin back to chest. Take right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, and left ear to left shoulder. And taking this from side to side. So half neck circles here. Side to side. Good, go ahead and drop that chin back to chest. Lift that head up to center, and let's roll our shoulders. So let's roll those shoulders back. And roll that forward. And roll that back. And roll that forward. Good, crunch the shoulders up towards the ears, or shrug them up, and then release that down. Very nice. Let's do that one more time. Shrug that up, and then release that down. Good. Shake those arms out. Let's do a few sun breaths here. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. And exhale and press this down. And inhale and sweep this up. And exhale and press this down. Inhale and sweep this up. Let's clasp our hands at the top and then press our palms and exhale. So we're lengthening up through our arms, lengthening up through that torso. You get a little slight back bend here. Maybe take it over to one side. Oh, that feels good. And then reach it over to the other side. What helps here too is to keep that opposite foot. So I'm leaning over to the left, so my right foot is planted firmly. And bring that back to center. We're going to sigh breath here. So we're going to bring in that autonomic nervous system. So let's inhale deeply. And exhale, big sigh out. Inhale it again. And exhale, sigh it out. And inhale it again. And exhale, sigh. And one more time. Inhale deep. And exhale, sigh it out. Good. Bring those arms out in front. Stop hands. Rotate our wrists. And rotate the other way. Good. Let's open this up into that V, that wide V. So you can see your arms out of your peripheral. You can see your hands and your biceps out of your peripheral. Let's take our palms, face them up, make some fists, roll our knuckles towards our wrist. I don't know why. My hands and forearms are so tight. Oh, that feels good. And then let's bicep curl it in. So over exaggerating, like when you're really doing a normal workout, you would keep your hands flat. But we're going to over exaggerate and keep our knuckles in and take this bicep curl in. So almost, if you can, maybe getting your thumbs or your fingers to touch your shoulders. Let's open this up and do a few cat and cows again right here. So let's open this, arch that back, and then let's round elbows together. Let's inhale, open, and exhale, round. Inhale, open, and exhale, round. Inhale, open, and exhale, round. And inhale, open, and exhale, round. Good, bring that back to neutral. Bring our arms neutral, back out into that V. Palms open, and then press our palms down. Good, roll that out. Let's take that right arm across. And either having the pressure at that forearm or on your tricep, but not on your elbow joint or your wrist joint. Just gently pulling this here. Let's look to the right and look to the left. Release that. Let's switch sides. Take this across again on the forearm or on the tricep. Let's look to the left. And look to the right. And bring this back to center. Let's press through the heel of our hand. So pulling that the fingers back. And then switch. Good. What did I do with my hands if they're? I know what I did. I lifted I was doing heavy bar stuff yesterday. And man, that wrist stuff. Like, why are my wrists so sore? Because of that. Forearm and wrists. Good. Release that. Shake that out. Very nice. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Let's drop our left hand to our right thigh, outside of that thigh. Let's take our right hand either on the seat behind you or on the back of the chair. And let's twist. So our nice first spinal twist here. Let's get a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale it out. And inhale it again. And exhale it out. It's always good to be curious at why you are sore or why things are feeling different while you're doing yoga. That's one of the fun things about this is like, oh, why do I feel that? And then being curious and figuring it out, being your own Sherlock Holmes. Let's inhale and sweep this up and take it to the other side. So take our right hand to the outside of the left thigh, and the left hand is either to the seat or the back of the chair. Enjoy this. And breathe. Inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. and exhale. That helps you ground yourself, figuring out why you're sore. But it also helps keep yourself in line of like, oh yeah, remember I did that yesterday. It's good. It's good to remember things. Let's lengthen it through our arms, reach up through our fingers, and actually, yes, with the arms raised, if it's available to you, go ahead and turn your legs to the right, if that's available. If you needed the support of having your arms down so that you could turn, then feel free to do that. Again, this is your practice. Do what works for you. We're lengthened up through our arms. Let's take our hands and reach for the back of the chair. And you can use that back of the chair and your grip strength to twist your spine. Oh, this is such a good one. Let's breathe in this twist. Let's inhale here and exhale it out. And again, inhale it here and exhale it out. Lengthen back up, keeping our arms up. Take ourselves back to center. So you're having to keep that torso lifted and straight and lengthened. And let's turn it to the other side. So now we are to the left, legs are to the left. Take our hands, reach for the back of the chair, and twist on this side, and breathe. Inhale deep, and exhale it. And again, inhale deeply, and exhale. Good, bring those arms back up, reach up through this, bring ourselves back to center, scoot yourself forward, lengthen up through this, and then we can release our arms to our sides. Go ahead and place your blocks where you want them. If you want to use blocks with our seated sun salutations, because that's where we're going next. Here we go. All right, so sitting it up tall, center of our chair or the front of your chair. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. And let's exhale, dive it down and over. And if you've got lower back pain, if you've got back pain, if you've got tight hip flexors, if you've got hip pain, you can always put a blanket or a pillow between your belly and your thighs if you need that space there. You need that support there. Always feel free to do whatever you want, especially because you're at your own house. So use whatever you've got around you. Use your tools. If you need another chair in front of you or beside you when we do some stuff, always grab whatever you need. Let's inhale and lengthen through our spine. So tailbone is pointed down, crown of the head is lifting up, and we're lengthening through our arms as well. Hands are pressed into those blocks. If you're doing this on the floor, then maybe your fingertips are pressed into the floor. I like using the blocks because I get that extra lengthening and that extra height. Go ahead and release that back into that forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Really reach up through this. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Let's hold this here. So you can hold this here and you can exhale while we are holding this. So we are lengthening. Let's go ahead and press our right hand into that block or into the floor and take our left hand to our lowest rib. And opening that up. So our first spinal twist like this. Release this back into that forward fold. Let's inhale, lengthen through the spine again. Hold this here. You can exhale while we're lengthened. So we're still lengthening here. Press that right hand back into that block. And this time we're going to open that arm all the way up. So fully opening that. Remembering to breathe. In that breath, you should feel some good expansion in your back, along your spine, back rib cage, maybe some opening of the shoulder. If your mobility is not that big, that's okay. We're just opening, we're twisting that spine, we're opening the shoulder. There's a lot of opening going on here. Go ahead and release that back down. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and let's hold this here. And you can exhale while we're holding. Let's go ahead and press our left hand either into the floor or the block. Right hand is going to go on our lowest rib, and let's twist this open to the right. And breathe. And then go ahead and release this. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale it here, holding this here. Let's go ahead and again press our left hand into block. Right arm opens all the way up. Or as far as your mobility will let you go. And breathe. And then release that and relax. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, sit this up tall. Shoulders down and back. Inhale here. As we exhale, we're going to hinge this forward seated spinal twist and take our right tricep or right elbow to our left thigh, if that's available to you. There we go. And breathe. And bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, sitting it up tall. Let's inhale here. Exhale, hinge and twist. Let's twist that so that left tricep or left elbow is trying to get over to that right thigh. That's just the goal. If you can't get there, that's perfectly okay. It's fine. And bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. And release our arms to our sides. We're going to do leg extension, leg curls first today before usually we go into a staff pose, but we're going to do that in a bit. We're going to do leg extension, leg curls right here. Yes, actually, yes, yeah. So you can either grab the bottom of your chair, hold the side of your chair, or have your hands on your thighs. And we're going to go one leg at a time first. So we're going to go ahead and lift our right leg up. Rotate our ankle that's in the air first. So sitting it up tall, we're not sitting up against the back of the chair. And then go and rotate the other way. Good, so still sitting it up tall. Go ahead and give me a nice curl. So a leg curl, hamstring curl, and then a leg extension. And we'll take that back again and then extend. And see how my foot is super flexed and I'm kind of lifting it up so that my foot does not touch the floor. And extend. So hamstring curl and extend, hamstring curl and extend, hamstring curl and extend. 2 more, hamstring curl and extend and curl it and extension. Good. Release that, shake that out, and we'll take it to the other side. So let's go ahead and extend and rotate that ankle. And then rotate the other way. And then let's go ahead and curl it in. Nice hamstring. Keep that foot flexed and extend. So hamstring, curl it and extend it. And curl that back and extend. And curl and extend and curl and extend. Let's go 3 more. Bring this in that hamstring and extend. Last 2 and extend. Last 1 and extend. Actually, give me 1 more. Just 1 more, just for fun. Bring that in and then extend. Good. Shake that out. Very nice. Sweep our arms up. As we exhale, let's go ahead and clasp our hands behind us or reach for the back of the chair. So again, whatever your shoulder mobility is letting you do. If you've got enough mobility to be able to hold your hands together or clasp them, go for it. If your shoulders are tight or chest is tight, then that's one of the wonderful things about using the chair for chair yoga is you can do a lot of stuff here. We've got that chest open. Let's go ahead and drop our chin down towards our chest. Lift our head center, look to the right and look to the left. And bring this back to neutral. Good. And then go ahead and release that, shake that out. Now we're going to go into staff pose. This is one of our hardest poses. So what you want to do is we want to be in the center of our chair. You don't want to put your weight up against the back of the chair yet. We're still having to use that core if it's available to you. We're going to go ahead and lift one leg, lift the other leg, flex through our feet. Our legs are nice and strong, and let's reach up through our arms. So we've got our staff pose here. Let's breathe. Let's go 4 deep breaths. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And inhale deep and exhale it out. And inhale it deep and exhale it out. And one more time, inhale it deep and exhale it out. Good. Release those arms and release those legs. Shake that out. And now we can sit up against the back of the chair because we're going to bring our right leg in. So we're going to go ahead and bring that in and give that a nice big hug. So you can hug that leg into the chair. And if there's not enough room on a single chair, when you're doing this, feel free to go onto like a love seat of a couch or a couch if you need that. Sometimes a couch is too cushy though, but again, whatever works for you, or put a second chair beside you. If you need that support. Go ahead and wrap our left arm around and let's twist. You can get creative. People are like, why is there like a whole fort around you? You've got a pillow fort with a bunch of chairs and blankets. Like I was doing yoga. Hello. Good. Go ahead and twist towards the inside. Very nice. And bring that back to center. Let's go ahead and take our ankle, right ankle to that left thigh, and sit that up tall against the back of the chair and hinge yourself forward. So hinging forward just as far as you can go before your shoulders start to round. And that's kind of like, that will be your natural hinge. That will be where your flexibility is letting you go. Because once you start to round, it goes into other parts of the body. Right now we're focused on our hip flexors, on our low back. Once that rounding starts to happen, it comes right up into shoulders. So that's why we keep the shoulders back and that back lengthened and we hinge. Because we're getting the hip flexor stretch here. Good. Sit this up tall against the back of the chair. So sitting it up tall, let's inhale here. As we exhale, let's lean this forward right before we start to round. Inhale tall. And exhale hinge. And inhale tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale tall. And exhale, hinge. We're gonna do some more hip opener later after we get done with the chair. We're gonna go down on the ground and do some pigeon. We'll do pigeon on the chair later, but we're gonna do pigeon on the floor today too. All right, sit it up tall. Let's go ahead and take our right ankle to, or right heel to that left corner of the chair. So now we've got half shoelace here. Let's go ahead and wrap that arm around again and then twist it. Oh, good glute stretch here. And breathe. And then twist it towards the inside. And bring that back to center. Go ahead and take that foot back onto your thigh. And give yourself a little foot massage here. Just a little pressure points. So getting arch of the foot, ball of the foot, the toes. Just do some pressure work right here. Be like, oh. And maybe you need to pay someone to do this at another time because you're like, I need more of this. So go get a foot massage or a pedicure. Good. Go ahead and release that. And shake that out. Let's bring our other leg in. So bring that other leg in, give that a nice big hug. And let's go ahead and wrap that arm and twist. And then twist towards the other side. And then go ahead and bring that back to center. Let's take our ankle to our thigh. Sit that up tall and hinge this forward right before the shoulders start to round. Finding that hinge. And then up tall. Let's inhale it here. And exhale, hinge it forward. And inhale up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Good. Go ahead and release that. And let's take that left heel to the right corner of the chair. Wrap this. And twist. Again, another good glute stretch and breathe. And then release that. Grab that foot, give yourself a little massage. Little foot massage here. With that arch, the ball of the foot, the heel, finding those pressure points. Good. And then release that. I could do that for a really long time. That felt good. Okay, let's go ahead and take ourselves over to the left side of the chair. Give our right leg the chair. Let's take our left leg behind us. Our left leg behind us so that we are in a supported crescent. So our front knee is bent, back leg is lengthened and straight. Our heel is lifted. And we are reaching up. So get this wonderful, nice supported crescent. And you'll get that really good hip stretch here. Hip flexor all the way up and all the way back. Let's go ahead and drop that right hand down and leaning over. Good, good. Release that. Very nice. You can do a little twist here. Good. And bring this back to center. And now let's take our leg off to the side and give our right leg to our whole right leg, the chair. Take our left leg off to the side. Lengthen up through the center here. And then let's go ahead and drop our right hand down again on the seat of the chair and lengthen over. And breathe. So from our fingers all the way to our toes. Nice lengthened stretch here. Let's go ahead and windmill that arm and reach over. And then release that. Good. Let's go ahead and turn and we will do pigeon. Nice supported pigeon here, pigeon on the chair. Back heel is lifted. And let's reach up through our arms. So lengthening up through this. And let's go ahead and forward fold. So either on the elbow, not on the hands, on the elbows, or all the way forward. Whatever works best for you. Remembering to keep our back leg engaged. So keeping the toe pressed into the floor and keeping that heel popped. Lifted. And keeping that leg lengthened and active. So not letting it like bend and fall asleep right there. Good, let's reach back up through this. So reach back up through those arms, through that spine. And then release that. Good, bring yourself center. Let's take our right leg off to the side. And find our warrior. So now we get to do some supported warriors. So we've got our warrior 2 legs. We've got our right knee out to the side, right foot off to the side. Left foot is slightly inwards. So this is what it would look like if you were doing this without the chair. That's your nice warrior 2 legs. Put our arms out, our face relaxed. So finding our wonderful warrior 2 here. Let's breathe it, inhale. And then exhale it. Let's drop that back arm, take our palm up and go into peaceful warrior or reverse warrior right here. Reach up through that and breathe. And from here, let's take it to a side angle pose. So let's take that arm off to the side. And then that other arm, so our left arm, our left bicep is just right by our cheek or your ear. Just a nice lengthening right here. And then back into that warrior 2. And breathe. Good, release that. Very nice. Let's do everything we just did on the other side. So let's take our left leg, give our left leg the chair, take our right leg behind us, and find our crescent on this other side. So back heel stays lifted, and find that wonderful supporting crescent right here. Oh yeah, that is nice. Let's go ahead and drop our left hand and reach it over with that right. And then release that. And we're going to bring our leg up, bring that other leg up into the chair. And take our right leg off to the side. Now, if your right hip cramps, or if maybe your left hip cramps, like my right hip loves to cramp when I switch this, you can bring that in or give it a nice like rotation, and then that should help open that up. So let's lengthen up through this, reach up through those arms, very nice. And let's drop that left arm down again and reach over. Not forgetting to breathe. And let's go ahead and windmill the arm and reach over the side and breathe. And then release that. And let's turn this to pigeon. So our supported pigeon on the chair, back heel is lifted, toe is pressed into the floor, and we're reaching up through our arms. And then let's go ahead and take this forward. So you can be on your hands, on your elbows, or all the way forward. Remembering to keep that back leg engaged and breathe. And then let's go ahead and bring ourselves up. Good, let's take that left leg off to the side and find our warrior 2 legs on this side. And open. Go through those arms. Nice warrior 2. Relax your face, relax your jaw, breathe it here. Let's drop that back arm, palm up, peaceful warrior, and breathe. And then let's go ahead and take it to side angle. So taking that arm down, that other arm, your right bicep is just right by your eye socket or your cheek. And bring ourselves up. And then release that. Good, we're gonna keep our legs wide for a nice hip opener, scoot ourselves forward. Take our blocks to the inside of our feet. Let's go ahead and take our right hand into that right block and twist open. Left arm is up. Breathe. And then good switch. And reach. And then release that. Good. Let's go and bring those legs back together. We've got our blocks. Let's go ahead and have our blocks in front of us, pressing our feet to the floor. We're going to lift our glutes up off the chair into a standing forward fold. But don't scoot the chair away from you once you stand up, because we're going to sit back down. Let's go ahead, press our feet, press our hands, lift our glutes up off of the chair. We've got a nice standing forward fold here. Let's inhale, lengthen through our spine. And then exhale, release. Take a seat back on the chair. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Hands go back to those blocks. Glutes come up off of that chair. Nice standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Take a seat. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Hands back to blocks. Go ahead and lift those glutes up off the chair. This time we're going to keep ourselves up standing. So got a nice standing forward fold. Let's inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. So our head's been low, so you can take it slow here. Sweep our arms up. And then cactus our arms as we exhale. Good, inhale and lift this up. And then exhale, release our arms down. Very nice. Let's take that chair. We're going to use the chair in a few minutes, but you want to take it off to the side, or we will need it for then. But we're going to go down onto all fours. And like I said before, like I promised, we're going to do pigeon on the floor. So let's go ahead and take ourselves down onto all fours. Let's do a few cat and cows here, just for fun. Drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Good, bring that back to neutral. We're gonna go ahead and drop our right knee onto the floor. So we've got our right knee front and we've got our back leg. So this is what you'll be looking like. So we're in that nice zigzag. A zigzag the front and our back leg is zigzagged. So we've got a nice pigeon here. And you can keep this zigzag, or if you want to straighten through that back leg, then you can feel free to do that. And you can also put support underneath your boot. We've got this nice pigeon right here. Back leg is either straight or zigzagged. And you can be on your hands, you can be on your elbows, or you can be all the way on the floor. We're gonna hold this nice pigeon here. This full pigeon that's on the floor, and breathe. Inhale and exhale it out. And inhale it again. And exhale it. You've got that back leg straight. Feel free to bend that back into that zigzag, and then we're going to go ahead and lean back. Bring our legs up. So we've got our legs up now, and then let's go ahead and zigzag the other side. So you can keep that zigzag, or if you want to straighten that leg, feel free to do that. You can do whatever works for you here. So now we're in that pigeon on the other side. And breathing. You can be on your hands, on your elbows, or all the way down the floor. Good. And then we can go ahead and bring that leg back in, bring ourselves back up, and leaning ourselves back, bring those legs back up. There we go. And let's go ahead and scoot ourselves close to the chair. So bring ourselves close to that chair and grab a block and have that close to you. We're going to go into our modified shoulder stand, and then we'll move into our final relaxation after that. So grab whatever you need for final relaxation. So if you use an eye pillow or a regular pillow or blankets, whatever you use, you can grab those. We're going to put our legs up onto the seat of the chair, scoot our glutes nice and close to that chair. Oh yeah, that is great. Legs are lifted, nice inversion. Totally opposite of what we've been doing all day. Their legs hanging off the chair, now they're on the chair. Let's go ahead and take our block or your hard pillows, something with support, right underneath the sacrum. So right underneath that belt area, lower than the belt area. So the tailbone all the way up to the belt. We've got that support right here. And you can have your arms out to the side, palms up or palms down, just depending on what feels best for your shoulder rotation. And we're going to bring our legs up into that modified shoulder stand. And breathe. So enjoying this inversion, enjoying the legs being above the heart. Very nice. Go ahead and release that. We're gonna do it one more time, but just relaxing for a moment or two. Well, let's go and bring those legs back up. So lifting that back up, that inversion, and breathe. And you can do this too. If you scoot yourself up against a wall, you can also have those legs up against a wall if you need more support. And let's go ahead and release and release. Good, let's take that block out from underneath us. Drop that pelvis down and you can put that chair away. And let's bring ourselves back. We've got our knees bent. Let's go ahead and reach behind our right thigh. Pull that into the chest. Press through our heel, clasping our hands behind our right thigh. Go ahead and rotate that ankle and rotate the other way. Let's take our right ankle and place it onto our left thigh. Take our right hand, press that inner right thigh away. Opening up that hip. You can release that hand, but keeping that ankle on that thigh, let's drop those knees over to the right. And then bring this back to center and drop over to the left. Oh yeah. And bring that back to center and release that. Good, very nice. Let's take or actually grab our left thigh, right, reaching behind our left thigh, pull that in, and then press that heel up and rotate that ankle. And rotate it the other way. Take our ankle to our thigh, so left ankle to that right thigh. Press that inner left thigh away. Release that, but keep that ankle on that thigh and drop those knees over to the left. And then bring that back to center and drop over to the right. And then bring that back to center and release that leg. And let's move it into some final relaxation. So let's lengthen through our legs towards one end of the room and reach through our fingers towards the other end. If you've got that eye pillow, feel free to put that eye pillow over your eyes. To find some weight on the face. The weight is very nice. Weight of the eye pillow, but we're lengthening right here, reaching through our legs, reaching through our arms. Let's inhale it deeply. And as we exhale, let's sink and settle into the floor and have a few moments of relaxation here. Maybe doing a body scan, a mental body scan. You've got those eyes closed. Maybe scanning from your toes, working up towards your ankles and your shins and your calves, your knees, your hamstrings, your quadriceps, your pelvis, your glutes, your belly, rib cage, chest, arms, neck, shoulders, ears, head. Just standing and breathing. Trying to let go of any tension or anxiety. And still relaxing, let's bend our knees. And drop our knees over to our most comfortable side. Take ourselves onto our side. And a few breaths here. And let's slowly begin to bring ourselves up. Press ourselves up. So you're in a seated pose. Feel strong and supportive for you. Sitting that up tall, lengthening up through the spine. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our palms together and dropping our hands. Eyes following our fingers. Take our chin to chest. Lift our head center. Take fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Taking our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Taking our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love, and sound, and peaceful mind. Inhaling it deeply. And exhale. And one more time, big cleansing in. Inhale. And big cleansing exhale. And have a blessed rest of your day, and we will see you next time.